Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel, and today's video is going to be really interesting because early gameplay footage of Black Ops Cold War has been leaked, and we're going to be going over everything that we learned here in this video. So if you've been on Twitter over the course of the past couple of days, then chances are you've seen the footage, but if not, I will do my best to link some of the gameplay down in the description, but chances are Activision has swept the entire internet of the footage because they're putting a DMCA claim on pretty much everyone that tries to repost any of that early gameplay. Now, the footage itself is actually from Doug is Raw. He's a content creator, and he accidentally streamed an alpha event that a bunch of YouTubers were secretly allowed to go to. In the event, we saw names like Drifter, Exclusive Ace, Legion, Marksman, Butters, a bunch of other content creators. They were playing an early alpha version of the game, and in particular, in the footage that we saw, they were playing a new game mode called VIP Escort on the map Miami. Now, obviously, I can't show the footage in this video, Activision would throw a fit, but rest assured, we're going to be covering everything that we saw today, and the first thing I would like to discuss is going to be the Create a Class. You guys may remember hearing rumors that Black Ops Cold War is going to feature a hybrid system of Gunsmith from Modern Warfare and Pick-10 from Black Ops 2, and that appears to be the case, though it's gotta be said, what we saw in that leaked footage made absolutely no sense whatsoever. So the names of the guns themselves are different, but for all intents and purposes, I'm going to use the names that the guns had from the previous titles. There was one class that we saw that had the Commando Assault Rifle as the primary, and the Spaz 12 Shotgun as the secondary. What made this weird was there were 5 attachments on the Commando, 3 attachments on the Spaz 12, and the class also had 6 perks, a lethal grenade, a tactical grenade, and a field upgrade. That doesn't sound at all like a Pick-10 system to me. That sounds more like Pick-100, if anything, though it is important to point out that this was a private alpha that these YouTubers were playing, so perhaps in this alpha build there are no real restrictions on Create a Class, because maybe the developers want the players to test out everything. That's definitely a possibility, but I suppose it's also a possibility that in Black Ops Cold War we're going to be able to have 6 perks along with 5 attachments on our primary, 3 attachments on our secondary, while also having a field upgrade, a lethal grenade, and a tactical grenade. That definitely sounds like a whole lot. Of the attachments that we saw, it appears that we're going to have a very similar system to Modern Warfare. We saw tried and true attachments like red dot sights and laser sights, but in one clip where Marksman killed Doug is Raw, we saw in the kill cam all the attachments that Marksman had on his Spaz 12, and these attachments included the 23.3-inch paratrooper duckbill choke, something called 9 rounds, which is maybe just an extended mag. There was a sprint pad and a SWAT 5mm laser sight. This seems to confirm that the Gunsmith system from Modern Warfare is indeed going to be returning, but just personally here, I hope that's a lot more streamlined than what we saw in Modern Warfare. An example I always give is the foregrips, right? The foregrips of Modern Warfare, there are so many of them, and there's only like 1 or 2 that are actually good, and the rest of them are pretty much just filler, and there's even a bunch of hidden stats, like I think on the Mercenary foregrip, it gives you slightly increased movement speed, even though there's nothing in the game that actually tells you that. There's like these little hidden quirks about every single one of the attachments in the game, and I don't really like that, right? It's very confusing, there's a lot of filler, and I promise this is not a dig whatsoever because I like this person and his content, but the joke I used to throw around was I should not have to watch 2 or 3 hours of Exclusive Ace videos just to understand which foregrip actually reduces recoil, or which barrel gives the most range. The system for Modern Warfare was interesting, but I feel like it needs to be streamlined a bit and have a lot of the filler cut out, so I guess we're going to have to wait and see how things are going to play out with Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War. Now, moving along here to the perks, I am very happy to report that a number of fan-favorite perks are returning, along with new ones, right? We saw in the Perk 1 category that they had Tac Mask as well as Flak Jacket. In Perk 2, we saw Scavenger, Tracker, and a new perk. It's something called Quartermaster. I'm not sure what that is. And in Perk 3, we saw both Ghost as well as Ninja. Ninja being in the game seems to confirm the existence of a Dead Silence style perk, though it's gotta be said, there are field upgrades in Black Ops Cold War. They are returning from Modern Warfare, and we did see a field upgrade called a Field Mic, which may work similarly to the Awareness perk and as a result, counter Ninja. As of right now, we don't really know that. We don't really know the extent at which field upgrades are going to impact the overall gameplay experience in Black Ops Cold War, but field upgrades are indeed back. But I just want to say I'm happy that Ninja is returning because it's pretty much the most powerful anti-camper power perk in COD history, and it's also on the same perk tier as Ghost. So players are going to have to choose between Ghost and Ninja, or they're going to have to dedicate more of their class via a wild card to have both of those perks. So overall, definitely a pretty good system, at least in my own personal opinion. Now moving along here to the weapons, we did see a very limited number in the 4 minutes of footage that we saw, but we did see the return of some fan favorites, right? We have the Commando Assault Rifle, the AK-74U submachine gun, the Stoner 63 light machine gun, the M16 assault rifle, as well as the MP5 submachine gun. Weapon levels are returning like we saw in Modern Warfare, and it does appear that the time to kill is going to be somewhere between Black Ops 2 and Black Ops 4. Players do have 150 health by default, and they do have the health bars above their heads when you're shooting at them, which is nice, but I would say that the time to kill looks slightly faster than Black Ops 4, but it's nowhere near as fast as what we see in Modern Warfare. The minimap is indeed back. It's in working condition. It works just like it did back in Black Ops 1 and Black Ops 2. The compass from Modern Warfare is also there, but I don't think people are really going to pay too much attention to that because the minimap is finally back up and running. The game itself, in terms of graphical fidelity and movement, definitely looks like it's an alpha, right? It's gotta be said, this definitely looks like an alpha game. I mean, as somebody who has done a lot of videos here on YouTube where we dive deep into pre-alpha footage of old Call of Duty games, I can say without a shadow of a doubt that right now, Black Ops Cold War looks really rough. Everything from the user interface to how the weapons look, and even the map itself that we saw, which of course was Miami, everything looks like it's in the alpha stage of development. This means that graphics don't look as good as they should, weapons don't look as good as they should, but that's okay because that's something that can and probably will be addressed through development. The map they are playing on, like I said, was called Miami, and I must say I absolutely love the art style that they have there. Even though the graphics aren't amazing, the loading screen for Miami says the year that the map is set in is 1984, and it's basically Miami at night, palm trees everywhere, and tons of blue and purple neon signs and all sorts of different kinds of art. And basically, if you're into Outrun, like this kind of style, that's what Miami looks like, and that's definitely pretty cool. It's awesome to see color returning for Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War. The movement does seem a bit like Modern Warfare in terms of its wobble, if that makes any sense, but sliding is in the game, and it does appear to be pretty quick. Treyarch did state previously that Black Ops Cold War would have a fast-paced multiplayer, and I can definitely see that from this footage, but again, the time to kill is not nearly as fast as Modern Warfare, so gun skill should actually play a huge factor in this year's game, which is definitely good news for everybody. Now, unfortunately, that pretty much does it for everything that we saw within the 4 minutes of footage that was leaked. I'm very excited for the official reveal, which is in just a couple of days' time, though I must say, it's pretty interesting that these YouTubers are playing an alpha build of the game leading up to the official reveal of the game's multiplayer, right? This could mean that the alpha may open to the public at some point, because we do know for a fact that the beta is not coming until October, but who knows? I suppose we'll have to wait and see. This could just be more of the typical Activision content creator favoritism, where they pick some people to go play the game early and post early footage, but not everybody, and then everyone else has to wait for the beta. That could be the case, or maybe an alpha is going to be coming, or maybe they're going to push up the beta date to make it even sooner. We really don't know. As of right now, we have so many questions, but finally, thankfully, we got some answers with that leaked footage, and like I said, the reveal is going to be in just a couple of days' time, and as always, I will do my best to keep you guys posted with any and all information as soon as more information comes out in regards to the Black Ops Cold War multiplayer. But for right now, I'm going to wrap up this video. I hope you guys all enjoyed. Leave your thoughts and feedback down in the comments, and I hope you guys all have a wonderful day.